Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As I'm sure a lot of you guys know, Season 3's FNCS is going to be solos, and in this video I'm going to explain to you guys how to prepare for FNCS solos next season. I'm going to give you guys 5 effective training techniques that can be applied to any platform. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first training strategy that I'm going to give you guys is to actually play the game. Many of us are on our PCs or consoles many hours a day, but not many of us are actually spending all of that time playing Fortnite. Even the best of the best cannot deny that grinding the game is the most effective way of improving. I know that this might seem obvious, but even though it is obvious, many people do not apply it into their lives. Your goal should be to play the game as much as possible and make a consistent schedule of when you will play. I know that it doesn't seem like much, but making a schedule will actually help you greatly when trying to train. If you eat, sleep, and play at roughly the same times every single day, not only will your health improve, but your gameplay will too. Having a timetable for the day is going to help you be more consistent, and consistency leads to improvements. The second training strategy that I'm going to tell you guys about is effective training. The mechanics of the game are building, editing, aiming, and positioning. This training technique points to the rule that when you do play the game, you should practice what mechanics you are bad at. Now let's say that you are good at aiming and bad at building. If all you do is practice your aim and never practice your building, you won't succeed in fights. Nowadays, at the end of Season 2, the best thing you guys can all do is go out and grind arena to practice your fighting. Fighting is the part of the game in which you need to use all of your mechanics to win. Do not, and I repeat, do not go and practice creative for 7 hours a day. Don't get me wrong, creative is helpful, but it isn't as realistic as arena and scrims. Make sure that you practice each mechanic of the game every day so that you will improve the fastest that you possibly can. So the third practice strategy that I'm going to tell you guys is to do some self-criticism. Many of the top tier professional players have self-criticism as a part of their training routine every day. Self-criticism can range from doing self-VOD reviews to watching pro streams and thinking about how you would play out the situations versus the pro players playing out the situations. Most oftentimes, players will have insane mechanics but fall short on their game sense. The more knowledge that you have of the game, the better player you will become. This knowledge can consist of rotations, loot routes, drop spots, and even loadouts to use. For example, the pro player NRG Zate has some of the best game sense around. He also has top tier mechanics. Zate has won many cash cups and also placed 4th at the Duos World Cup finals with SAF. This goes to show you that if you master game sense using self-criticism, then you will be a very well-rounded player. The second to last tip that I'm going to give you guys is to find someone to play with. If you guys can find teammates that you click with, not only will your knowledge of the game improve, but your mechanics and general awareness of what is happening in the game will improve as well. If you are more aware of what is happening around you, you have a less likely chance of dying because you are prepared for every situation. For example, in solos when you are on high ground in endgame, someone might try to pull off a sneaky flopper play to try and take height from inside the storm. If you find someone to grind with, then you will instinctively attempt to be aware of where the flopper players are. So just go on Discord and find some people to grind with. Okay, so the final tip that I'm going to give you guys is to make your changes now. Now is the perfect time to make your changes to your setup, keybinds, or sensitivity. As I'm recording this, Season 3 is literally tomorrow and most likely the entire meta will change. Instead of trying to adjust to these changes at the beginning of the next season, you will have to be learning the new map and adjusting to the new meta. If you don't make your changes now, then you will be behind every one of your competitors and you won't have the advantage of time to work on other important stuff next season. Alright guys, that was my take on how to improve for next season's FNCS solos. If you guys did enjoy that video, please consider liking and subscribing so that I can upload more of these videos. If you guys have any recommendations on what type of videos I should make, please leave it down in the comment section. All the links to music and other stuff will be in the description. By the way guys, this video took me a really long time to make, so I would really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe and like. Anyway guys, I wish you good luck in FNCS solos next season, and I will see you guys in the next one.